Nintendo did have some cool stuff. They, in our pre-E3 episode, we talked about Nintendo really just needs to shell out some IPs, some of their own IPs, and not just relying on indie games. Which there was a handful of indie games that are coming out on it that look really good, but I've had those on my computer for a while.
Sure.
There's a Kirby coming out for the Nintendo Switch, which actually looked like it might be really fun. It has a co-op mode so you can play with 4 people.
It's a good thing I have my Nintendo Switch that I haven't played in a month.
Yeah. So we'll have to get Kirby and try that one out. Sonic Forces, which is not a Switch exclusive, looked really cool. I don't know if you saw anything about that.
A little bit.
It's you play as like modern Sonic and classic Sonic, and you can create your own hedgehog.
I didn't see that part.
Yeah, you can create your own hedgehog, which we'll have to do. We'll have to come up with names for our custom hedgehogs at some point.
Are you buying the game?
I'm gonna buy it.
Okay. Because I don't know if I'm gonna buy it.
Hey, it looked really cool. You could switch between.
You could what?
You could Nintendo Switch between like classic side-scrolling Sonic and like a modern like 3D.
Oh, okay.
Which is really interesting.
Yeah,
so that's why they had like the
like,
2 Sonics.
When they first announced it, which was before E3, I saw like a very small glimpse of it, but I didn't see the E3 announcement. I actually didn't watch most of the Nintendo one. I just never got a chance to.
There was some stuff that just like there wasn't much. Like they showed a Yoshi game that looked like a puzzle game. Mm-hmm. It reminded me of what was that Yoshi game that came out a while ago? The yarn one.
Yeah, Yoshi like Woolly World.
Yeah, because even this
Yoshi's Woolly Butthole.
Even this Yoshi game didn't have a work. It still had a working title. It still was like under development, and they were just like, "Here's a Yoshi game." Which will probably do well with like younger kids.
Yeah, it seemed like it was like in vein of the Woolly World, but slightly.
There was a new.
I just don't know what Yoshi has to do with any of that stuff, but it's cool. It's creative. It's different.
Yeah, and it's harnessing those like nostalgic IPs. There was a Fire Emblem game that didn't look very exciting for me.
I've just never played the Fire Emblem games.
Yeah,
I'm sure they're fun, but I mean, I don't know.
As much of Fire Emblem as just I know Marth. From
I bought the Fire Emblem Fates Special Edition.
Oh yeah,
a couple of years ago, and got it for like $90, and I actually just resold it for $250 just recently.
Nice. Cash it in.
I just never played it, so I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of it.
Yeah. What was that? So the Fire Emblem, they did like a Xenoblade Chronicles game, which again,
does that say Fire Emblem Warriors?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like a Dynasty Warriors?
I guess.
Or is that, I don't know, I'd have to look it up.
It's like so again they're like into this weird like time travel or multi-dimension thing where
well, did you see
all these warriors are showing up from different dimensions?
Do they fight like a crap ton of people?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not like a traditional Fire Emblem game then. That's like Dynasty Warriors, which they actually did a version with Zelda too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was that. So it's like it was called Hyrule Warriors.
Oh, okay, so it's kind of like Halo Wars.
No, the point of the game is like you. There's like supposed to be a crap ton of NPCs in the game, and you're the hero character, and you just like kill a bunch of things.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was really a cinematic trailer, so I didn't get to see too much gameplay. But yeah, that sounds like it's probably what it is.
One of the bigger ones would be Metroid Prime.
Yeah, which would have like, it's probably the coolest thing that they announced. And it was really, the trailer was just like, Metroid Prime 4, coming soon. Yeah. It was like, that was it. It was just the text on the screen.
I think people are just happy to see something Metroid that's, going to be an actual Metroid game, not like that one they announced for the 3DS 2 years ago, which was like a tie-in Metroid, not really. They just branded it as Metroid.
Well, they're doing a new one of those, too. A new Metroid game for the 3DS. Side-scroller.
But yeah, I mean, that's another one people would want. I wish it wasn't on a 3DS, though.
Yeah, I'd play that on the Switch, so I don't know.
Yeah, just stop making 3DS games. I don't care for, like, small screen, handheld stuff like that. Like, the Switch actually has a decent-sized screen. It's okay, so...
There were 2, like, indie developer games that looked really cool. One of them I thought you'd really like was Sign Mora EX, or whatever. I've never heard of it before, but it was side-scrolling like shoot 'em up.
Okay, yeah, I like side-scrolling shoot 'em ups. I don't know. I'm not like a huge aficionado of them. I just like them. You know,
Yeah.
they're there.
It was cool, and it almost had like a 3D effect at some points where you could not be a side-scroller. Like you went like around things sometimes, which was really weird. But it looked like a lot of fun. So that one was cool. There was a
Xenoblade Chronicles.
I wasn't excited about that. I
Yeah,
don't
people
really know too
are.
much
People
about it.
I think the first one was supposed to be good. Not the first Xenoblade, but the first Xenoblade Chronicles on the Wii U. Actually, that was Chronicles X, is what it was called. But yeah, people like that one. It was pretty cool. I didn't get into too many things on them. When I had the Wii, the only games I really got into were like Smash.
The trailer seemed like it was more for the people who had played the games previously, because it didn't show a lot of gameplay, so I was like, I don't know what to think about this.
Don't vape.
don't vape.
Vaping's for losers. Which makes me a loser. So I'm with you out there, vapors.
Terraria's coming to Switch, which is it's a pretty popular indie game. Yeah, I mean it came out for Wii U. I expected it to come out to Switch. It's been out for, I think it came out in like 2011, 2012, so it's a good 5 years old at this point.
So if you haven't played it yet, get a Nintendo Switch.
Well, that's why I don't know why they didn't just put Starbound out, because they made Terraria, and then they built a cool game called Starbound, which was like Terraria, but you could go to different planets, and that's
Put
really
that out
cool.
on consoles?
I don't
know if
Starbound
when it was like beta PC version.
It's essentially Terraria, but space themed,
Yeah,
and
it's
that would be a
fun.
really cool Switch game.
I
But
don't remember if they ever put it out on consoles or not.
I don't know if they did. Maybe there was a reason that they didn't, but I guess I don't really know why they. Maybe it was just easy. They threw Terraria because it was easy.
Yeah, I think Chucklefish did a really good job at making a peaceful single player with Stardew.
Oh yeah, and Stardew's coming to the Switch.
I'm just reading your notes.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited that Stardew's coming to Switch because it's a good game for the Switch. Again, Nintendo needs to focus on their own IPs, but Stardew's a good supplement game
It's
to
always good to
have.
have indies on your system.
Yeah, and as far as I know, it's exclusive to.
But it's not a
Switch.
seller. It's not a console seller.
No, it's filler. It's definitely filler. But Chucklefish.
It's like, I want an appetizer, but like maybe I want to save myself for the main course. I don't know.
It's Mott Sticks. If you have an Italian food restaurant, you gotta have Mott Sticks.
Yeah.
Not everybody's gonna order it, but you have to have it on the menu.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's Stardew Valley.
That's
nutshell.
Stardew Valley. Chucklefish is a really cool developer, and I just found out they're coming out with a game called Wargroove that will also be coming out on Switch. And it's a multiplayer, like real-time strategy game.
Okay.
So
it's an RTS.
yeah, it's an overhead. You control these soldiers, and you can level them up and attack your friends.
Setting.
I believe it's like medieval.
Okay.
So swords, knights, stuff like that. It looks really cool. I'm
medieval, but like fantasy medieval, or like
yeah, that's what it looks like.
is there orcs? Or
I haven't seen
creature?
orcs. It looks like it's just basic medieval, but it looks like a good multiplayer game for Switch. It looks like it's going to harness that multiplayer feature. And Chucklefish isn't great at multiplayer. Like Stardew is not a multiplayer game, and people have been dying for it to become one.
Okay.
So I'm hoping that when they launch Stardew, it will have the co-op feature for the Switch, along with their new RTS Wargroove. Those will be two good games to have on Switch.
Cool.
Granted, I might not buy a Switch. I'll probably play both of those games on PC, but it could be good for the Switch.
Tell me a little bit about this Ultimate Chicken Horse.
So it's another game that's on Steam. Came out somewhat recently. I only got to play like a little bit of it, but essentially you make a puzzle map, like a side-scrolling map, and your friends have to make it through that map.
Oh, okay.
So the goal is to try to screw over your friends.
It's like Boss Monster.
Kind of like Boss Monster.
Okay.
Which
I haven't played yet, but
we'll play.
All right.
I've actually got it on here, so maybe we'll play. We'll do some
On the computer?
Yeah, I got it on Steam because no one would play the card game version of it with me.
You never asked.
I tried.
You didn't push.
I didn't try hard enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, that seems like a good game for Switch. Switch, I think, should push this like party game mentality, and because that's what the Wii U was for me. I only really play the Wii U when a bunch of people are over, or if I want to play some Breath of the Wild by myself. Splatoon 2 is coming to the Switch.
Did that come out yet already or no?
I don't know. I don't really like Splatoon.
I didn't touch it.
It doesn't seem like I don't like it, but people are excited that it's coming out for Switch.
It just didn't seem like there was like much different, like from the first one. That you'd be like, yeah, I really need Splatoon 2.
I played like 5 minutes of the first one and I just didn't like it. I don't know what it was about it. It's just like this was my least favorite part of Super Mario Sunshine. Why would I like this game?
Okay.
It's cleaning off ink.
Well, is this when you're spraying the ink?
Huh?
You're spraying the ink in this one.
It's still just like just didn't like it. I don't know. Sorry, Nintendo. I don't like Splatoon.
But the big announcement from Nintendo, it was one we already knew of.
Super Mario Odyssey.
Was I supposed to finish that?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
I wasn't sure what was going to happen. Okay. What do you think about Odyssey?
Stupid. It looks actually fun. And I haven't played like a Mario game in a while, I would say, from like the mainstay series.
Yeah.
You spit on my hand a bit.
Sorry, it's a little beer.
It looks cool. The idea that you can like take everyone out, well, you can inhabit someone else's bodies.
Yeah, it's a really creepy theme.
It's kind of neat. It's definitely got it's cool. It's got that nice kind of Super Mario 64 feel to it a little bit. I'm excited for it.
Yeah,
that'll be another game I'll actually buy on the Switch.
It had some of the same features of that Sonic game, where you can actually play like side scroller. At some points of the game, to like solve certain puzzles, you can like jump into the wall and be a side scroller. That seems really interesting. That they're
Still
like
want Super Mario RPG.
Super Mario RPG.
Yeah, I want another one of those.
What was the last one you played? Just Super
Mario RPG.
Yeah,
Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
But yeah, that game looks like a lot of fun. Like you can inhabit a human too. I was told somewhere like if you inhabit something, it dies after. So I don't know if that's true or not. But like, what if you inhabit a human, like an innocent human? Did
I don't know.
Die after?
I don't know.
Can I inhabit a businessman and just take over his job in accounting and work a 9 to 5 and just hate my life?
What if Mario's just hiding in the real world? He's just hiding as an accountant somewhere.
What if I was possessed by Mario and you don't know it?
I feel like I'd hear it.
No,
I'd be like, hey, Jason, what's up? And you're like, it's me.
I feel like if I was, I'd be promoting Nintendo more.
Yeah.
We do have a good amount of videos about Nintendo stuff, but, we're kind of neutral for the most part.
Yeah, we rag on Nintendo a lot.
And then there was a brief mention of Pokemon.
Yeah, there was like a brief mention that and Game Freak is working on a Pokemon open world RPG. And it's just like, wait.
Oh, they said it was open world RPG?
I thought that's what it said.
Okay. I don't know.
But
it's for the Switch.
Yeah?
Yeah. So yeah, that would be a seller for the Switch, a really big seller. I don't know what the sales have been like lately, but I know they're still short on stock. But that would be a really big push for the Switch that they would need to sell consoles, because every time a Pokemon game would come out on the 3DS or Game Boy, that was always a console seller. So for at least in the long term, that's something they would really need, and I would definitely play it. I've only really played the original Pokemon games, just because I can't get too much into handheld. It's not for me, playing on this little screen and whatever. But to be able to play it on my big screen TV and everything would be fun.
Yeah. I think it would be a great game. It was just shocking that they had so little to say about it. I get it. You're probably still in development, but Metroid and that brief mention of that Pokemon game seem like they're going to be the bigger sellers, and I had not very much to say about them. So
yeah,
hopefully we'll see more in the months to come.
Still nothing though based off of our previous video there was anything on Smash Brothers or
I have
maybe a Melee remake or anything like that.
I think that they're hoping to push some of these games out first, and then maybe do a Smash game, only so that way people don't say, "Oh, you come out with Mario Kart Deluxe, and now you're coming out with a Smash." Because I have a feeling that they're just going to remake the Wii U game
Probably.
and port it. In that case, people will complain if they just do Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Super Mario Wii U Deluxe Switch version right after that without any other games, and they're like, "Oh, you're just porting all your games from the Wii U. Why buy a Switch if I can just get all these games on Wii U?"
Yeah. Well, Pokemon's exciting though. I'm excited for that. I would get it, but who knows? It's probably gonna be like 2020 before we get it.
I'm a little excited to try the Rabbids crossover game.
Yeah, I didn't really look at that, but I just
so weird.
I never played Rabbids. So
I haven't either, but you're like Mario, and you have like some sort of gun, and you shoot Rabbids or whatever. It looks like a weird game, and I kind of want to play it.